All right, good morning. Welcome, everybody. All right, so I had quite the weird wake up this morning. All right, and I normally don't talk about this kind of stuff. I usually don't even acknowledge it much, because I know everybody has their own belief systems. They have their own thoughts, and as a person who was raised by a Christian father, my mother wasn't religious. My father was. All right. Um, we had to do the whole Sunday school, all that kind of stuff, right? If it wasn't for my father, we would have never stepped foot in a church. All right. My mother was against it. She wasn't for it. All right. She just didn't believe in doing that. So the topic is hell. All right. And I have been on this search this morning. All right. I'm an early person. So for the last few hours, I've just been contemplating why. Why am I even thinking of hell? Why is that thought even there, right? But these thoughts are created for a reason, right? Especially when you don't choose those thoughts. It's thoughts that are kind of put into your mind during your sleep cycle. All right, so what is this about hell? All right, does hell really exist? All right, heaven, hell, purgatory, the in-between world, however you want to see it. All right, some claim that, hell is, you know, miles deep within the earth, right? That there's portals, that in earth that can lead down to these portals to hell. And supposedly there were scientists that had picked up screams when they were digging a drill deep down into the earth, and it got really, really hot. All right, obviously there's magma, there's, lava, all that kind of stuff, by the Earth's crust, all that kind of stuff. There's different layers. All right, but I don't know. We're gonna just pull the cards and we're gonna see what comes out, because I'm completely confused about this energy, these downloads. So the one thing I've always told people, all right, is if you're not a true firm believer, if you're a person who isn't quite sure, if you're kind of well, I don't know, and if there's a part of you that is telling you there is a possibility, go for that possibility, all right? Who cares what other people say or think, right? All right? And it's all about being a good person. It's all about righting our wrongs, forgiveness, moving on from things, right? That's how we kind of purge our soul, all right? Regardless what religion you're into, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're a Christian or a pagan or a Satanist, whatever. It's all about being a good person, all right? Doing good things, not toxifying your body with drugs and alcohol and, all kinds of stuff like that. And to keep a very positive mindset. All right? Don't fall victim to people's hate, people's bitterness, people's anger, people's obsessions, any lingering resentments. All right? Those are their own demons. All right, that are haunting them. So for me as a person, I feel like hell can be like a personal hell, all right, where you have to go and learn from these wrongdoings, all right? It's just like in our daily life, our minds can torture us, right? Well, who says it can't in the afterlife? Is there an actual physical hell where everybody that has sinned or done wrong goes to this place? I don't know. All right, there's so many fascinating stories out here about near-death experiences and the things that people have witnessed, endured, whatever, while their soul had left their physical body. All right, so the first card out that we got, and we really got to focus on this card. all right, is the golden children. All right, and then we have the Star Brothers. All right, they claim Gabriel and Michael are always at the gates of heaven, when your time comes, right? And they direct you which door to go into. So I feel like you need to stay pure when it comes to your inner child. All right, as we become adults, we tend to lose that sense of feeling of anything's possible, right? We're more pure when we're young. We haven't been polluted, intoxicated, and yeah, we're just more pure when we're little. We're more tender, right? We're more innocent. And some of us have rare gifts on this planet, right? Some people call them angels, guardian angels, earth walkers, whatever, to kind of spread the influence of being positive, being forgiving, being helpful. All right, not being hateful, not being fueled by hate and anger and jealousy and envy and bullying and, stuff like that. So what I'm really getting off these two cards, it speaks of with the Star Brothers, it's Horus energy, it's protection, it's loyalty, safety, trust. The golden children are safe. They're protected. All right? Because they stay in tune with that inner child within them, that purity, all right, that is still within them. It's about not forgetting that innocent energy that we had when we were children, all right, because the world can turn people cold. As long as you're loyal and you're truthful and you trust in the universe, you trust in the divine, you trust in yourself and others, you're going to be okay. It's about being loyal to the good things, because so many people are loyal to low vibrational things. People are more loyal to animosity and revenge and hate and anger than they are to the positive things, right? It's all about staying that golden child. So we got a double mission here. Okay? This double mission, it's like I just spoke of, the earth walkers, the guardian angels, whatever you want to call these angelic beings that people feel are here. Why are my lights doing that? You see that? When I look at it in the physical, it's not doing anything. Now there it goes. What the hell's going on here? I don't know. But it's speaking of those light workers, them star seeds. They are here to serve the world by being themselves, by being that innocent, loyal, safe energy. These are beings you can trust in. And these light workers, these star seeds that were literally sent here to uplift and heal humanity, to pull people out of the void, the darkness, all right, which this could be like the portal to hell, right, that I just spoke of in the beginning. This could be like the portal of hell, where you just go into like this complete darkness, right? They claim there's like 3 to 7 different levels of hell, chambers, whatever. All right, depending on who you're, like following for this information. So with the weight of the world underneath that, you're being called here, all right, by these light workers, these star seeds, these beautiful earth angels. You're being called to step up, all right, by setting boundaries with yourself and others and what you'll allow into your life. Let it go. It's not your burden to carry. It's like no matter how bitter and angry people want to stay, don't let that turn you cold. All right, keep spreading positivity. Keep showing love, because love can pull people out of this darkness, this void. All right, so light workers and star seeds are being called to wake people up, to help them see where they don't want to go, into the darkness, into the void. They came from the great cosmic womb. So embrace the darkness, but don't live through the darkness. All right? Accept that darkness can bring out the light within us, right? Our darkest times is what can really challenge us to want to be good, right? To want to do good things so we can attract good things in return. But also, as star seeds and light workers, earth angels, whatever, you also have to set boundaries. Okay? But it's to teach people to let go, surrender to the sweetness of love with the Venus energy here. Make love to life. Don't make love to darkness and hate and anger. All right, pave the new path for these people. Show them the new path. Be the leader that you want to be and that you should have been in maybe a past life. People are codependent. But yeah, you're here to really, you're called here to like show people the big picture, to teach people the big picture thinking, to be a visionary, to inspire other people, to feel the pulse of Mother Nature, and to slow down and to tune into nature. Don't let the world turn you cold, because when you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders and you don't let it go and you don't release any anger, hate, and you can't move on and seek forgiveness, yeah, the big picture thinking wants to come out. Pull them out of the void, because a lot of people are lost. All right, the weight of the world. And I'm not going to read in reverse. So I feel like, the main moral of this is what I'm getting is to not fear hell, but to use it as a tool on what not to fall victim to, right? Don't stay stuck and bound to negative mindsets, to self-victimization. Don't stay stuck and trapped and bound to low vibrating energies, all right? It's about pulling yourself up, lifting yourself up, raising your frequency, raising your vibration. So it's all about spreading the light, seeding the light. We have the Two of Wands. We saw, where was it? In one of these cards about being right here, big picture thinking, the visionary with the Two of Wands. Some of you even might have visions, but it's all about making decisions, making the right decisions, taking that first step, leaving that comfort behind. All right, because some people, like I said, can feel so comfortable in low vibrating hate and anger and all this stuff than they do in positive thinking, because a positive mindset is powerful. And people don't know how to handle that powerful energy. So it's about taking that plunge, taking that risk, trusting in the plan of human evolution. So when you see people who are positive and you have people that put them down by saying, oh, they think they're so perfect, they think they're this and that, who's the one really wrong? The one who is focusing on being happy, taking that step, being loyal, being honest, and being positive, or the ones that are talking bad about somebody wanting to be a positive ball of light. We have here the Six of Wands. You are here to succeed, light workers, star seeds, to uplift humanity, to show them a different way, to show them how to release things, how to set boundaries, how to let things go, because this burden is not yours to carry. All right? You don't carry the burdens. You just keep spreading the word and hoping and praying that one day they will see the light. All right? It's about recognizing what it is you were sent here to do, which was to serve the world by being you, your true authentic self. All right? That beautiful ball of light. It's about recognizing what needs to be changed in you, so that way you can help others change themselves. It's about succeeding. It's about triumphing through this mission that you are on here. We got the Hierophant. All right? It's all about universal law. It's all about spirit. It's all about bringing happiness into people's lives, positivity. It's about karmic justice with the devil. All right? Karmic justice happens. It's about cause and effect. It's about the balancing of scales. Do you want to be balanced on the dark side, or do you want to be balanced on the good side? It's almost like in the Bible, how they speak of the right hand of the Father, right? And then the other shall be placed on the left side. Yeah, I don't know why I remember all this stuff. I don't. Obviously for a reason, right? And what side do you want to be on? That's what Spirit is here saying. Which side do you want to be on? With the great cosmic womb here, what side do you want to be on? Are you going to be the toxic person that just can't break free and that is bound and chained to anger, revenge, obsession, addiction? Or this side here, full of happiness, sunshine, vibrancy? Do you want to be sneaky, or do you want to be fulfilled? All right, let's get this wrapped up here. Leave things that no longer serve you. Get in tune with your emotions, your intuition. Some people can't feel, so some people are literally going to be bound and stuck to low vibrating things, the Wheel of Fortune. Which way do you want to go? Which way? You want to go this way? Or do you want to go this way? Because it can go either way. All right? The divine is at work here. All right? With the Wheel of Fortune, it speaks of divine timing. All right? Which way do we want the wheel to turn for us when our time comes? Do we want to be stuck reliving the same shit day after day, lifetime after lifetime? Or do we want to make changes? Because this is our inevitable fate. Spirit is here saying this is our inevitable fate. Which one do you choose? Which one do you choose to have karmic justice on? What side? You have a choice. Everybody has a choice. Either you go through good luck or you get bad luck. You either release control. You either, look at this, 2 8s. You either walk away or you stay stuck and bound. Which one is it? Make the choice. You have a choice. Everybody has free will. You can make a choice to have a tower. All right? Because that's what this 8 of Swords is going to leave you, in a tower. Or you can make big changes and walk away. Let's give one more out. Let's get this wrapped up. The 10 of Cups. You can either walk away and go towards fulfillment, happiness, beautiful energy, or you can be heartbroken, pained, chaos, destruction. It's your choice. You have a choice. All right? So we're going to pull from an oracle card because I feel like I could just keep going on, and I don't want to do that here. So you can either love or you can fail. Make your choice. A mistake is an opportunity to learn. Learn how to love, how to see good in all things, even the shitty parts, and be patient, like the Temperance. Guilt. Release the guilt. Release the self-victimized mentality here. Release any beliefs that no longer assist in your soul's growth. It's that negative, low vibrating guilt and anger. Yeah, because then we have the growth card here. Guilt, when you realize and you release any beliefs that no longer help your soul growth, that's when you grow. Expand your consciousness and awareness. Death and doubt. Some people here, we got double D's and double G's, twos. Look into those letters, D and G, because we have the Two of Wands here too. And we seem to have like a balance here of light and dark, this or that. Make a choice. Endings that can bring new beginnings, but you need to release doubt. You're not going to know all the answers. But always remember to show gratitude regardless what happens. All right? Because showing gratitude and helping others, being of good service to others, helping others can help you feel good and bring peace into your life and abundance. All right? But too many people have fear. They fear being honest will make them lose people. And release the envious, judgmental energy that doesn't serve you any good, all right? So I'm going to leave that there. There's probably a lot more that needs to be said, but maybe I'll do a part 2 later. I don't know. I'm just going to let my intuition guide me. So you guys have a beautiful rest of your day.